An event encompasses the following criteria. According to Getz, an event is an opportunity for people to engage in a symbolic, aesthetic, social, cultural, or leisure experience that is outside or over and beyond their everyday experience. It is characterized by its ephemeral nature, that is, the fact that it disappears after a short time but leaves a legacy. To add to the definition, Pape and Turco state, an event is an activity that includes at least one piece of entertainment or community engagement produced by specific performers in a specific location at a specific time for a specific audience. I attended a gig sponsored by Forex Summer Bright Lager at the Coolangatta Hotel, with Australian bands Cub Sports and Middle Kids as the headline acts, and local band Ivy as a supporting act. And the performance fit the criteria just stated of what an event should incorporate. The atmosphere exuded from the event will leave a lasting imprint on everyone who came, urging them to attend another summer session if there is ever an opportunity. The Coolangatta Hotel concert was the first installment of a summer session series Forex Summer Bright Lager produced to promote their brand. In this instance, as Allen, O'Toole, Harris and McDonald state, for Summer Bright Lager, Lion Nathan have embraced events as a key element in their marketing strategy and image promotion campaign. This event-centric approach is aimed to combat Forex's usual association with its classic Australian man image and gold beer brand. Instead, Forex Summer Bright Lager beer aims to tap into a more youthful target demographic of 18 to 29-year-olds. Like their island campaign, Forex Summer Bright Lager have created an event that sells the notion of their ideal target demographic. In the case of their Forex Island campaign, they promoted the ultimate blokes weekend away, appealing mainly to middle-aged men. Now with the Summer Bright Lager music sessions, Lion Nathan aimed to emulate the essence of summer in Australia, which involves chilled music, relaxing by the beach and cracking open a beer, in order to relate to their younger target demographic. From the outset, a free event sounds appealing, and expectations of the event are quite low, as it's free. A ticket to Cub Sport will set you back about $30, and although it's not excessive, they do sell out. So being able to attend a high-demand gig at no cost was an exclusive experience. So for the attendees, anything more than seeing the band perform was exceeding expectations. A few of my friends went and none of them had heard of Cub Sport or Middle Kids, and by the end of it, they were all singing along to the songs, buying Cub Sport t-shirts, and drinking Forex Bright Summer Lager. This atmosphere really exuded fun and essentially the beach lifestyle. And the band did actually hang around before and after the gig, and the engagement between the bands and the audience added another level to the experience, which we all thoroughly enjoyed. For the sponsors, on the other hand, and the artists, the fact that everyone was wearing the merchandise, drinking the beer, and wearing the hats you got with every bucket of Forex Summer Lager you purchased was a success. Due to the event being free, the sponsors did rely on selling the drinks to establish that connection between the event and the brand. It was free, and the only way to gauge how many people would come to the event was through Facebook, and this isn't always reliable. So yeah, there was no security in the fact that it was an open gig. In regards to the artists, as both Cub Sport and Middle Kids are emerging artists developing their fan base and their image, and the exposure is good exposure, and being able to have the opportunity to be promoted and marketed by a well-known company will help enhance their careers and really get their name out there. In addition, the expectations of the venue was also exceeded. They had customers, they had a constant flow of people coming in and out before and after the gig. The artists performed on the top level of the Coolangatta Hotel, and the after party was at the bottom. So you got people continuously going up and down to hear the gig and also buy food and drinks from downstairs as well as upstairs. So it was great marketing for the venue as well, as it was a venue I'd never heard of before, and if I was ever in the area, it's a venue I would go back to. According to Lecture 1, what are events and festivals? What do event managers do? 2 problems that an event may encounter is number 1, becoming an empty spectacle, and number 2, not leaving a legacy behind. So this event really ran the risk of no user engagement with the brand, and instead, people coming and purely just seeing the band or, grabbing a cheap beer and leaving and not actually getting to know the brand or creating that connection. And another issue that may arise is with sponsoring, it's vital to create that connection with the brand, otherwise you're wasting your money. And you really need to engage the audience to stimulate direct sales and brand loyalty. And according to Alan O'Toole, Harris and McDonnell, a sponsor's investment in assisting an event occurs because it is believed to create goodwill towards the sponsored brand. The more actively engaged a person is with the sponsored event, the stronger the link between the sponsor's brand and the event. This is a good reason why many companies sponsor festivals or sports events that have loyal and dedicated audiences, or associate themselves with concerts that have people performing that have this massive following, and that's what they've done with Cub Sport and Middle Kids. They're very popular at the moment and people want to engage with them, people want to see them. So Florex Summer Bright Lager have sponsored and executed this event and the whole series of events perfectly, as they have created behavioural change through favourable disposition. As seen in Figure 1, this event saw the full effect of the sponsorship effects process for an event. So the intensity of contingent goodwill and fan involvement generated by sponsoring this event was so successful that people were purchasing merchandise and the Summer Bright Lager beer. So everyone at the event was, drinking, wearing Summer Bright Lager hats and the band merchandise, and I was definitely one of them. You really got excited when you saw all this merchandise, as it was very unique, and the hats, they were really cool as well. Aesthetically, the event really aimed to integrate the relaxed beach summer lifestyle with the venue, so they allowed people to escape the week, unwind and have a Sunday session, something very popular among 18 to 29-year-olds, as this event was on a Sunday afternoon. The space was decorated with flags and crates featuring the Summer Bright Lager Waves icon, as well as advertisements for their beer bucket deal, where you get 4 beers and a hat for $20, which was pretty cool. Culturally, the event taps into the surf lifestyle often associated with the coastal towns of Queensland and New South Wales, which is achieved by hosting the event at locations near the beach and playing bands who really radiate a relaxed atmosphere. By using Middle Kids and Cub Sports, they have also tapped into the indie music scene and community. These are the type of people who enjoy the type of lifestyle Summer Bright Lager want to create. This community also follows bands quite closely on social media and seek more of a connection with their music. And the band was able to create this connection through an intimate engagement where they, went out to the crowd and talked to people and sold their merchandise, which was really nice. They were there before and after the event, and this type of interaction really encouraged attendees to purchase merchandise, as you were able to get it signed and you were able to meet the band, which was a really special experience. In addition, the sponsorship of the event generated goodwill with the audience, and people were more inclined to buy Summer Bright Lager. When looking at the crowd, everyone was drinking their beer, even though they had a choice of buying other brands. Summer Bright Lager does exist in a competitive environment, rivaling brands such as James Squire, Corona and Stone & Wood as a go-to refreshing beer for summer. So this event was focused on not only standing out from the crowded market, but also creating that connection with the brand. This event also stimulated the local economy, as people from all over Queensland and surrounding areas were coming to Coolangatta to see this gig. For example, we came down from Brisbane and made the commute a weekend-long trip to see them play. So we stayed at a hotel, went out for each meal, indirectly supporting the local community. I had never been to Coolangatta, and after going, it put it on the map as a point of interest, and it is somewhere I will definitely visit again. And in addition to that, each event also featured an artist from the area, which supports the local music scene and really